Hi, I'm Sharon Pope. I'm the love and relationship coach for women who want more. And I want to talk to you today about why it's not the best idea to ask your husband to go to marriage counseling with you. So one of my clients has been struggling in her marriage for about the last 2 years. She tells me she feels empty and alone. She feels unseen and unappreciated. So she did what most of us might do, and she asked her husband to go to marriage counseling with her. It didn't work. It wasn't the best idea, and here's why. What many times happens is that when you say to your husband, I'm struggling in this marriage, I'm not happy, I think we should go to marriage counseling together, many times what he hears is that there's something wrong with me and we need someone outside of us to fix me. No one wants to be fixed. And no one wants to feel like there's something wrong with them. So then that only leaves him two options. One option is to defend himself, as most men do, and as this particular client's husband did. Not admitting that there's a problem, essentially saying, I think things are fine, there's nothing wrong, I don't think we need to go see anyone. So that doesn't help. Or they just cave and they realize, yes, there is something wrong with me, yes, I do need fixed, and yeah, we'll go to see a counselor. But here's the problem, is that then that is completely disempowering and emasculating to him. So that doesn't work. I'm going to give you two other reasons why asking your husband to go to marriage counseling with you is a bad idea. So one is because when you go into marriage counseling, essentially the counselor is placed there as a middleman. And inevitably, that counselor, he or she, is going to resonate more with one of you than the other. But then that leaves your spouse or you feeling unheard and outnumbered. And then they don't want to keep going back. And so then you stop going. And then the relationship continues to deteriorate. And you throw in the towel because you think, we tried everything. We did all we could do. I mean, after all, we went to counseling. And so another thing that happens in marriage counseling is that many times what you're doing, what you're working on in those sessions is what I like to call the space between you. So there's you as an individual, there's your partner as an individual, but then there's the space between you. So you're spending a lot of time there in that space. And so what that entails is how to understand each other and each other's perspectives a little bit better and how to communicate a little bit better. But the problem is that you're not really working on yourselves individually. And that is usually the thoughts and beliefs and patterns that got you to this point, each of you individually. And so you're not working on yourselves individually, you're not solving the root of the problem, and then if the relationship doesn't last, if the marriage ends, because you didn't take the time to heal those wounds, you're going to carry that as baggage into the next relationship, making future loves pay for sins of past loves because you didn't get to it in marriage counseling. So here's what I would propose instead of doing that. Instead of asking your husband to go to marriage counseling, here's what I would tell you. If you feel like you need help and support, go get help and support. If you feel like you are not equipped with the right tools to make relationships work, go hire someone that can help equip you and teach you those tools and then hold you accountable to using them in your life and in your relationships. And if you decide that you need a guide for that journey and you don't want to do it on your own, go hire someone that knows the way, that has a GPS. And of course, if your husband needs help and support, he should go get that too. But work on it individually, because here's what I can tell you. When you both, separately and together, feel like you are whole, happy, emotionally healthy people, it would be impossible for your relationship together, for that space between the two of you to not change. And if at that point, when you're both so emotionally healthy, if you feel like you want to take it up a level and you want to learn how to communicate better and you want to understand each other more, then absolutely then go to marriage counseling. But don't necessarily ask your husband to go to marriage counseling with you, because there's a lot of reasons why that's not a great idea.